What's up, YouTube? I'm back at it again. Got a little different look. Try to be a little bit more professional today, you know. Today we got a real good one. This is for you chocoholics out there, you understand me? This is that brownie, that real brownie. This that I love you, I want to marry you right now brownie. You know what I'm talking about? So if you ain't in love, don't give nobody none of this brownie. You're gonna have to say this one for yourself. So check it out. I got a cup of regular sugar, half a cup of dark brown sugar. I have a cup of flour. This is a half a cup of dark brown cocoa powder. This is 200 grams of bittersweet chocolate with a half a cup of butter in there. We got 3 eggs, a little pinch of salt. Now this right here, this is that real vanilla. Y'all know how I get on with my vanilla. I like that, so that's what I use. Okay, we got a little pan here, got it greased up. Well, actually, it's not grease, it's butter. You know what I mean? Put a little butter and a little parchment paper right there. This is gonna come back a little later, so we're gonna set this to the side. Now, check it out. That's it, that's your ingredients. I'm gonna melt this chocolate right over here on this double boiler. I'm gonna set that to the side, and I'm gonna mix these eggs. You wanna put these eggs in one at a time. You gotta put the eggs in one at a time and mix them. Make sure everything's mixed up good. Then after I do that, I'm gonna put the rest of my dry ingredients in here. We're gonna mix everything together. We're gonna put it in the thing and let it do what it do. 350 for about 30 minutes and you win it. Now listen, now I might skip a step because I'm telling you how to do it, and I don't really think when I'm cooking, I just cook. That's just what I do. So I'm breaking down all these ingredients and the measurements to you. That's kind of new to me, so sometimes I might stutter a little bit, or I might go back and say something else, because I usually just cook. I've been doing this so long that I don't really measure a whole lot of stuff. But sometimes baking can get kind of technical. So that's why I'm telling you exactly how much everything should be. Now, this ingredient right here, this cocoa, you can use less. You can use quarter cup. You can use as much as you want. It'll be just that much more chocolate or that less chocolate. So whatever you want. And as far as adding ingredients, you can add, once you get them together, you can put walnuts in there, you can put M&M's, pretzels, sea salt, nice chunky flaky sea salt on the top. It goes with the chocolate. Hey, check this out. You can even put a little cayenne pepper. You know what I mean? All that works. Everything works. You know what I mean? So check it out. So first thing I'm gonna do, I got this pot going, and yeah, that's hot. That's on fire right there. And I'm gonna put this right here. And it's important. You just want this water to simmer just to get hot. You do not want that water to touch that bowl. You do not want a hard boil. That's not good. We won't get technical. Just don't do it. So as it's starting to heat up as it is right now, you're going to turn this down a little bit. You just want a nice simmer. And then we're going to mix this until it's completely melted. And we're going to set it to the side. It's going to come back a little later on. And we're going to get this thing together. You hear me? So first things first, I'm going to let that warm up a little bit more. Nice. It's getting there. I'm going to set that right there. I'll get to that in just one. Oh, you know what? See, that's what I mean by forgetting stuff. This was 1 bar. That's the way this chocolate comes. You can get it in chips, but it came in a bar, and I had to chop it up pretty much just like this. This is what you want. The smaller the chunks, the easier it'll be to melt. So I'll just finishing that up right here. Just like that. I know y'all remember that. Now, this recipe right here is used by a lot of people. That everybody don't do it the same, but the outcome is always the same. The brownies are always chocolatey and delicious, and it's really grown folks recipe. You know what I mean? This is not the brownies that you send. Oh yeah, my alarm going off. Y'all know I got to go to work, but this is not the brownies that you send with your son or daughter to school because it's somebody's birthday. These are the brownies that you don't tell the kids about. My alarm will go off in a second. So now that water's ready, put this on here. Turn this fire down just a little bit. Yeah, you don't want the kids knowing about these brownies, especially if you got bad kids. They don't need no brownies. You know what they need. All right, we're gonna let this thing do what it does. It's starting to melt already. Remember what I told you, do not let that boiling water hit this bowl. That's gonna be too hot. You don't want that. This little half a cup of butter is gonna be melted pretty quick. The easiest way to melt this butter real fast is make sure your butter is at room temperature. And that'd be the easiest way to incorporate this thing real easy and quick. Just like this. It's gonna happen pretty quick. This whole recipe shouldn't take you no more, I'm talking about from beginning to end, it shouldn't take you no more than an hour to do this. So when the kids go to school, you can get this in. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they gonna smell it, but you know what you do? Go get you a box of that little blue and white box. Get that, make that for them, and you keep this for you and yours. You know what I'm talking about? Especially if they bad. Now, if you got some good kids, you might want to give them one. Don't give them more than one because it's gonna be a problem. Just like that. It melts that quick. And we're gonna set this to the side and let this cool. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is that thing right here, baby. And closer you get to the end, the more you want to turn that fire down. Almost. So I'm gonna start bumping this heat down until I turn it all the way off. Because that's all you're trying to do. You're not trying to cook nothing. You're just melting. Okay. All right, you want everything completely melted and together. You know what I'm talking about? Togetherness. It's a beautiful thing when it's applied right. That's what you want. See how that's shining and everything? This is more like it's kind of like a glaze. It's really what it is. And a lot of grown folks, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about that glaze. You know what I'm talking about? You can glaze a lot of things with that good chocolate. Let me quit before I mess around and have to take a break. Set that to the side. All right, we're gonna set that right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave this in there. Now, next step, this is important. This is your 2 sugars. Like I said, I use dark brown sugar. A lot of people use light brown sugar, but this is just my choice, what I like. So I'm gonna do this by hand because, like I say, everybody don't have a hand mixer. Everybody don't have electric mixer. Everybody don't have that little thing with the stand and all that. Everybody don't have that. So dig what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this by hand, and it's not hard. Get you one of these. They don't cost that much. Get you a fork. Get you whatever you gotta have. Hey, you know what? If it's real tight and your hands is clean, use your hand. But you want to put 1 egg at a time in here, just like that, and beat that thing like it owe you some money, just like that. All right, it should start coming together just like that. All right, we're gonna add another egg. Now look, if one of these eggs, one of these eggs slip up out of here and it ends up being 2 in there, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Just be careful, you know what I mean? Last egg. It's important to break them eggs in a different bowl because you mess around and get some shell in there. Or if it's a bad egg, at least it ain't in your mix. It don't destroy everything. All right, so now you got that thing mixed up. See that? That's that goodness right there, y'all. See that right there? So y'all don't think that's sexy, huh? Y'all don't believe me? Okay, watch this. Watch this. Put your vanilla in. A little pinch of salt. We'll get that just a little one of these. You know what I'm talking about? Still don't think that's sexy, huh? Y'all don't see what I see? All right, let's keep going then. Let's get this chocolate off in there. Let's do that. And keep trying to tell me this ain't sexy. See, just tell me now. Tell me this ain't sexy right now. You can't, or you be lying. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yeah, get that in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, even though y'all ain't here, I can hear you getting quiet. I can hear you getting quiet. Now we're gonna switch. We're gonna put our flour and cocoa in here next. Yep, it's important to sift this in there because you got big pieces like all of this that will be chunks, and it'll be a nightmare to get all that out of there. Just like that. Now check this out. This is one of the reasons why I call this grown folks brownie. Cause look right here, you can't beat that thing all crazy. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want to do that. You want to fold him in. You don't want to just jump in there and start going crazy. Don't nobody like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Nobody like that. You know. Put that in there. Let everything get to know each other. You know what I'm talking about? Look at that. Yeah. Just keep folding. Keep folding. Don't stop. Right now it's a little dry, but you keep doing what you're supposed to do, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Hey, this right here, this is your brownies. Now, I told you this was coming back, and it is. See, I really don't have to do nothing else to this. Nothing else to this. See, we're going to get a little moment of silence right here for this one. Get it all. Make sure you get it all. You worked too hard and came this far not to get it all out of there. Smooth that out just a little bit. We're going, yeah, that part. Sometimes you gotta get a little rough with it. Just like that. Now, we're gonna put this thing to rest. After whipping and beating and mixing that thing to get him all moist, it's gonna have to rest for a minute, you understand me? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put him in that oven for 30 minutes. And when that thing come out, Well, let's just say it like this. When it come out, it's going to be ready for whatever. Right now. All right, y'all. This is it. This is that thing I'm telling y'all about. As you can see, it's not too thick, not too small. Got to put the knife on it. Now look, I'm going to cut this, but this is important. When you make these cuts, depending on how big you want it, 'cause this thing is really, really fudgy and delicate and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? You're going to need to wipe off that knife. The way I do it is I don't cut too much in the very beginning, because the fudge or the fudginess sticks to the knife. So what I'm going to do, you see that? What I'm going to do is just cut off my favorite piece. See that? Which is that corner. See, now you can cook yours a little longer. You know what I mean? You can cook it a little longer, which I may, but this is how I like mine. This is how I like to do it. Let me show you why. Now, you can only do this while it's still warm. You see what I mean? Now, once it cools down, you won't be able to do this. So, it's not hot, but it's not cool neither. And then you got some other parts that's a little bit, you know, more on a traditional, the way a traditional brownie looks. See what I mean? But you got that inside part right here that's more of a kind of like a undone. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. See, this part out here is crunchy. This part is moist. None of it's dry. This is why I tell you, don't give your kids none of this one. This that thing right here. You know what I'm talking about? This that thing that might make you have more kids. So be careful. You can add little stuff to it, little powdered sugar or something if you want to. Even some more chocolate syrup if you like. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I'm gonna need some alone time with this one. So, hey, get in there and do it. It's not that hard. And like I was telling you, if you get yourself in a little bit of trouble, name him or her after me, you hear me? Peace, baby. I'm out.